Who has an addiction? Agnieszka, that's why you had an attachment to it. Tell me. You have to unmute yourself first.
I just felt so emotional when you were talking about it. So I'm a heavy smoker. So I do smoke about 30 cigarettes a day. So that's been since I was 18. I had a break of not smoking for 4 years. When I woke up in the morning and I couldn't take my breath, so I got scared that I'm having a heart attack. So I stopped for 4 years and then I started again. So, and I'm trying to quit. I'm using different help like patches and, you know, I've tried almost everything and it's just keep coming back. So, yeah.
Perfect. Let's do it. You ready?
Okay.
Can I film you?
Sorry?
Can I film
yes,
you? Okay.
yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Because people love the addictions demonstrations. It's actually helped them so much. So please do know your private information is edited out, but you're also giving something back to people who just go like, if she can do it, then I can. You really truly serve as an inspiration. We get flooded of messages every day where people are just like, you know, thank you for that demonstration. It was life-changing in many cases. So I'm excited. So Agnieszka, thank you for joining me here on this healing addictions demonstration. And so we're going to be looking at smoking, you said. I'm excited. So we haven't really talked a lot, so I would like to get some information from you just so that we can kind of like, I just want to get a feel for what is the smoking addiction all about, because ultimately every addictive behavior is driven by a subconscious action or desire, or, you know, something that we're trying to feel that we normally cannot feel in our life without that. It tends to serve as a distractor as well. But I'm curious, when did this start for you?
Yeah, it started when I was 18 years old.
18.
I had really close friend who was a smoker, and she was very popular. And so we were in high school. So on our breaks, we were going to the toilet, and everybody was smoking, but me, so I wasn't. And one day she said to me, you know, I cannot really have you with us because I just feel very sad for you that you're exhaling all that smoke. So she said to me, either you stay with us or you leave. So I stayed and I smoked. So that's how I started to smoke. So yeah.
So you were almost rejected,
Yes.
and your way of avoiding being rejected was to change your identity and to
right.
shape shift basically into
Yeah.
that. I'm curious. Who also rejected you prior to this? Who made you feel rejected in your life prior to this incident?
Yeah. I think both of my parents and also my brother. So I wasn't really accepted, and I didn't feel like I didn't have that feeling of belonging.
Got it. Okay. So we already, guys, if you hear everyone with me, we already have rejection. We already have a really hardcore emotion and a feeling of not belonging. Got it. So just a question. What does the feeling of smoking now give you in your life that you emotionally cannot feel or have on your own without it?
It gives me, strangely and bizarrely, gives me that feeling of safety.
Yeah. What else?
It gives me permission to have a break as well.
Felt boundaries.
And to stop, to pause myself, and and have a break. It's almost like it's like a reward.
Exactly. So what I'm hearing as well, the part of her that feels safe when she smokes, the reason why she feels safe is because when she started smoking as an 18-year-old, she felt safe already. She made in the subconscious association with smoking and feeling safe, because the reason why she felt safe is because she wasn't rejected. The threat of rejection was there, causing her to feel unsafe. And the cigarette almost came in, and the smoking as the savior. It helped her to feel safe again, because it gave her access and friendship and connection, and to establish that link back to her and the friends who almost rejected her. So at any time in your life where you perhaps feel that sense of unsafety or fear of rejection, the cigarette is there to compensate for that reassurance it's okay. If you have me, you won't be rejected, because I will get you to the emotional state that you want to be or need to feel in order to not feel rejected. This is a very subtle yet powerful subconscious programming in the subconscious mind. Got it? All right. Okay. Let me just add here. So now what I'm doing is I'm already writing down. It was safety and boundaries. I'm already writing that down at where am I? Step 6, because this is the addiction needs, not the emotional need. Remember. Okay, remember. Perfect. Got it. So thank you for that, Anisha. That was very powerful. That was a very powerful insight there. What I would like to do now is let's look at, your friends, they almost rejected you. You felt rejected by your parents and your brother. How did that emotionally make you feel apart from rejected? Is there anything else that comes up for you?
I felt not accepted, disliked.
What else? Yeah.
Insecure.
Insecure, got it.
I had that kind of feeling like of toxic shame. So I was just feeling shame, and I didn't know why, because I didn't do anything wrong, but just that feeling of shame was just present. And worried and nervous and anxious.
Of course.
Yeah.
And just a side note, guys, the reason why she felt nervous and anxious is because if we feel a disconnect from the people that we share a home with, which meaning our family unit, that actually triggers a potential fear of dying, because we associate family unit and connection with survival. It's a pure biological reaction. It doesn't make sense from the conscious mind. It doesn't make sense, but it's a pure biological survival reaction. Even if your family is toxic, and that is why children will accept a toxic environment for the sake of survival. Okay? That's very important to remember. And that's why the nervousness was there. There's a part of her that recognizes this is not good for me, but I don't have a choice right now. Okay. You're doing great. You're doing great, Anisha. Thank you so much for that. So let's have a look. Where in your, one more question I want to ask you. What do you resist or hate the most about this dynamic or this situation? Whether it's the cigarette or whether it's the past with your family, whichever one, you feel drawn to.
I think lack of freedom, and the fact that I'm kind of sabotaging myself, and as much as I want to be healthy, and
Got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. And so let's have a look. This feeling of rejection, feeling unaccepted, the insecurity and the shame that you feel. Where inside of the body do you feel that?
I feel it in solar plexus, but also in my heart, in my throat, and in my hands.
In your hands?
Yeah, so yeah, few places.
Got it. And that feeling of lack of freedom, where do you feel that?
I think it's in my lower abdomen. It's just like I'm not allowing myself to be joyful.
In your family dynamic, was that kind of like the one that was the dominant one?
Yeah,
So
dominant and aggressive.
No one
Yeah.
can be happy unless he's happy.
Oh yeah.
That's why
Big
colon.
time.
When she said colon, I'm like, immediately that's the dynamic. Perfect. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. You're doing great. This is excellent. So what I would like to also know from you is when you feel these emotions inside of the body, is there any part or aspect of it that you feel outside? Be playful. Just feel, do you feel like a presence, like a heaviness or a darkness or a grayness?
I think it feels outside in my solar plexus.
And just for fun, whose face or voice do you perhaps see that you know?
I think it's my dad, but I'm not sure, but I think it's my dad, yeah.
Did anyone smoke in your family as well?
They both were smoking, but they stopped now. So.
Okay.
So I'm only one in the family who smokes.
Yeah, but I mean back then it was.
Back then, yes, they were smoking.
Got it. Got it. That's interesting. You know, this feeling of this fear of rejection and trying to avoid rejection with the friends. It's almost like there was that overcompensation of not being rejected by mom or dad. It could be that there was that part of that within you that was triggered, and your friends just represented that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now when I smoke, I feel like I'm with my best friend.
Yeah.
So when I had the moment of stop smoking, I was feeling like a little bit lost, like not having that friend with me. Sorry, not that particular, but in general.
No, yeah, that's exactly what we said earlier. It's like it's that companion.
Yeah.
Got it. So, Agnieszka, when you become aware of these emotions inside of your body that you feel because of these circumstances with the friends and with mom or dad, what is the most positive dominant need that you have?
I think it's acceptance and being loved and being liked.
Which one would you say is the most dominant for you, the strongest for you?
I think acceptance.
So guys, remember now we have safety, needing boundaries, and acceptance that I wrote down at step 9. Okay, just remember, it's just an extra step. Very good. You're all doing great. You're doing great. Perfect. And Agnieszka, also when you are aware of these emotions, how does your physical body react to it?
I think it's like tension in my body and freezing.
So would you say it's like a need to hide, or is it like freeze?
I think freeze.
Got it. You're doing great. So let's start the session. And what I would like you to do is just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and have awareness of how you feel. Be okay with the way that you feel. Have awareness where you feel it inside the body, outside the body. I would like you just to stay with that, and you can also just imagine that you're somewhere in a nice place, but still having awareness of how you feel. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go quiet for 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm just gently going to connect with you. And I'm starting now. There we go. And Agnieszka, when you come back gently to me. How are you? So what time is it there where you are now?
Yeah, what time is it? 1:15 a.m.
Woo! And you're standing strong. Good on you. That's awesome. Well done. And where are you again?
In Australia.
Australia. Yes, I remember now. How did that escape me for some reason? I'm Australian, actually. I'm an Australian passport holder, so.
Oh, brilliant.
I escaped from South Africa to Australia for a better life, and that's exactly what happened. It's an amazing country.
Lovely, yeah, it is.
Very thankful to that country for opening up my eyes to literally a whole new way of life. Really. Yeah. So, how was your experience? I just want to get a feeling for what did you hear, feel, see, or sense? I love to hear people's experiences.
Yeah, just at the end of the session, I just felt something in my throat, like my throat wants to clear up.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I felt different sensations in my body and in my hands. So before we started, my hands were kind of sweaty and kind of tensed. And then as the process were going on, I just felt a little bit of bit looser energy around my palms. So yeah, so very like a calming feeling. Yeah.
Nice, very good.
And the same with my stomach area. Yeah, solar plexus was just getting a little bit looser. Yeah.
Nice, nice. So just question, just how do you feel now when you think back to that old problem?
I don't know why I've done it. It wasn't very wise of me.
We all make mistakes. We all have boo-boos in our life. It's normal.
Yeah. No, I don't feel like I want to smoke at this stage.
That's what I wanted to ask you. So yeah, got it. So let's just double check that. Okay, let's double check that. I would like you to close your eyes. And I would like you to see a packet of cigarettes in front of you. And you're taking it out. You have the lighter in your hand. Just observe, is there any desire for that?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so, or you know so?
But for this moment, no.
Got it. Okay, well done. All right, good stuff. So